Alright, let's talk about how I'm building this up here. So I just did one of my taller ones here. I'm going to build a short side right here. So I tried to make sure that this is on the middle of the joint, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut that loose. And I'm just going to slide it over so you can see. Okay, so I try to make sure that is right about there on the middle, and I'm just going to take my little piece here, and it doesn't have to be pretty, and you can even rip your tape if you need to get down into there, just like that. And I'm going to take this other one here, my other short piece, the 4 7/8 inch piece here, and I'm just going to maybe kind of rip it right here. And I want to make sure that that's on top of here. I don't want it sliding off the edge. Then I'm going to get my little top here going. I'm just going to take a little piece like that. Just kind of, doesn't have to be pretty. Just kind of wrap it around there like that. So you'll notice that I have my first layer of my dome ready here. Again, you might want to go over these inside joints with some tape just to make sure that, like this one right here is kind of sliding forward. So I'm going to go back in there and fix that. So I have an alternating pattern of short 4 7/8 inch piece triangles. So this piece on the bottom, all these pieces on the bottom are 5.5 inches. These two sides right here are 4 7/8. These two sides right here are 5.5 inches. These two pieces are 4 7/8. These are 5.5. So I have a little triangle, little, big, little, big, little, big, and the pattern alternates. So now I need to build this up some more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the smaller pieces, the 4 7/8 inch pieces, and I'm going to go from here to here to here to here and build a ring up. I'm going to build a ring up with the smaller pieces around this level. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm taking the smaller pieces and creating a ring around this first layer here. So I'll show you how that works. So I'm just getting a little piece of tape right about here and just loosely taping it right here. And I'm going to get this, and you might have to pull towards, and that's fine. I'm going to have to pull a little bit towards there. I'm going to get another 4 7/8 inch piece, put it right here. Okay, just like so. And I'm going to have to push a little bit on here. And I'm just making a ring around this first layer. Okay, so what I did is I made sure that I went back through and kind of taped the other side of these joints on here and here. And you'll see I have my pattern of small, large, small triangle, large, small triangle, large. Oops, that one came loose. I need to put another little piece of tape on the other side of it. So let me do that real fast. You periodically will have to do that. And I'm just going to stick that right back there. Okay, so small, large, small, large, small, large. So it's an AB pattern of small, the two smaller pieces. So this piece is 4 7/8 inches right here. These two pieces here are 5.5 inches. The base of all these triangles is 5.5 inches. Remember, we made a decagon with 10 of those 5.5 inch pieces. So I have a small, large, alternating pattern of triangles. So after that, what we did is we took these smaller 4 7/8 inch pieces and made a ring around it like so. So now here's where it gets a little bit tricky. We're going to take those smaller pieces and we're going to have them go straight up like this. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around to each of the small triangles and kind of give them an antenna like this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to each small triangle and just give it a little antenna like this. And I'm just going to loosely tape it right here. Okay? Oops, and that fell over. Make sure that stands up straight. So I give them a little short triangle here and antenna like that with the 4 7/8 inch pieces. So the idea here is I'm going to skip this tall one, and then for the next one I'm going to take another 4 7/8 inch piece and stick it up like that. And I'm just going to repeat that for every small triangle. So here's what I've done. I've given each of my short triangles a little antenna with the 4 7/8 inch piece. So if you look, I have a couple of antennas here that each one of these is 4 7/8 inches tall. I'm going to finish off this last little triangle here with another one. So what I kind of like to do, I like to have my piece kind of look like this. And what I do is I just put it right here and just kind of, oops, it fell over like that. I'm just going to take the little extra right here, just wrap that, and I'm going to get another piece of tape and I am going to put that piece of tape right here and get that to stand up straight. So check it out. Now I have all of my small triangles have a 4 7/8 inch antenna like that. Okay, so you have all of your little antennas on your short triangles, and what you're going to do is you're going to take a couple of your 5 1/2 inch pieces, and I want you to make 5 V's. See how I made 5 little V's here? What you're going to do with these is these little V's are going to go in between the little antenna that you just made. So see how that goes here? And then I'm going to put this one right here, and those are going to get linked together. And you're going to go around the whole entire thing with these V's and just put them in between the little antennas that you just made. What you'll find when you go on this second level here, when you have your 5 1/2 inch V's like this, and you go put them in here, you're going to find that the dome starts to pull in on itself, and that's fine. So for the top of the second level, you're going to put these 5 1/2 inch pieces here, 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 and here. So now I'm closing in on my top layer here, this second layer rather, and I have made a ring around the top with some 5 1/2 inch pieces. Okay, so here is my 5 1/2 inch pieces. I got one more to go. I'm going to put that right here. Okay. So for the top, we're going to put 5 small pieces here, like so. And that's going to be they're going to be going inwards like this. So I got my 5 points here, and you're just going to tape those together. When you finish, it should look something like this. Okay, and what you can do is flip it over and go over any joints in here that might not be strong enough. So when you're finished, your dome's going to look like this. This is a 2 frequency geodesic dome.